All right, John, what do you make of this? Trump, that's certainly a strong move by President Trump, preventing Secretary of State Mike Pompeo from going to North Korea. North Korea's response is, I think, what we expect from North Korea at this point, sort of an exaggerated response, not quite on equal level as simply a cancellation of a meeting.
Well, first of all, it's very odd, wondering why Kim Jong-un would write such a belligerent letter with no seeming detour or wrong way process in the last several weeks or last several months. Certainly this denuclearization effort has not been moving along as quickly as we would have liked, or as long as, I suppose, as the president would have liked after the June Singapore summit. And it was very difficult even back then, Liz, to see how exactly denuclearization, as we and the international community have expected it, complete, verifiable, irreversible, would be taking place given the stakes for Kim Jong-un and the North Korea regime. But it was moving forward, and it's very unfortunate that Kim Jong-un has decided at this time to write such a quote-unquote belligerent letter, as has been reported. And I think the question really is there any timing involved here that also concerns the upcoming 70th anniversary of the establishment of the communist regime in North Korea, where the North Korean regime will be joined by President Xi Jinping of China to celebrate the establishment of the regime and really to consolidate power the way they see it from a Communist Party perspective. But again, why throw down the gauntlet at the United States at this time? Very unusual, very puzzling.
Right, it is very puzzling, especially because I think we're beginning to think that Kim Jong-un perhaps didn't have a death wish, that he was just isolated from the world, and there was some sort of way to get to him psychologically here. So I think the question is this a power move from Kim Jong-un? Is he trying to wring concessions out of President Trump because he really got nothing from the summit in Singapore, or is this legitimate? Is he being serious? So what should the next step from the Trump administration and the United States? What should that be?
I think you're spot on, Liz, with the idea that he may be seeking concessions. Keep in mind that's what he was able to do with President Obama. His father and his grandfather had succeeded with prior U.S. administrations. And he may be testing out the Trump administration in that he would like to see an end to the armistice, right? We've never actually declared an end to the Korean War. We only have an armistice in place, effectively a ceasefire for the last several decades. He would like to see an end to that war. But we made very clear we expect major movement forward, first of all, on denuclearization, not completely, that's going to be phased in, but in starting to ship out maybe 1/3 or so of his arsenal to a third country, and to take serious steps to demonstrate that the nuclear and ballistic weapons development of North Korea is coming to a halt. And we've seen none of that.